Hi, everybody. I'm Michael Jordan with AB Friendly Company, and you're down at the Underground Meadery. And today we're doing a blend, and we're doing what we call a high alcohol sweet mead. And I'm doing a blend. I've got Rocky Mountain orange blossom honey, and it's 1.5 pounds. And I put in 2 pounds of clover honey from out of my jug over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab a face balloon. So those are my favorite. And a packet of yeast. Let me grab a packet of yeast. I was not prepared. Go to my yeast cooler. Make sure I have everything here. Because I'm doing this one kind of quick. Family's getting ready to go see Spider-Man at the movies, so I'm trying to do some mead before we get going here. So I'm using Red Star Premier Blanc Yellow Pack yeast. So I'm going to be using 1.5 pounds of Rocky Mountain orange blossom honey and 2 pounds of my clover saffron honey. We're going to blend them together. I'll be using this Red Star Premier Blanc yeast. We're going to do the simple stuff. If you haven't seen our videos, man, you should watch them. There's a lot of information. As we get going, I'm not going to repeat a lot of stuff because it takes the video so long to make. But I'm going to teach you now about blending honeys. And you can blend avocado honeys with buckwheat honeys and orange blossom honey with other orange blossom honeys. Use a California orange and a Florida orange and blend them together and see what you get for a good make for you. Excuse me here. Had a little runny nose this morning. Trash can's there. Don't want to get it in the recycle bin. All right. So I think we're all ready to go because I got some cool stuff coming on later on when we get back from the movie theater. I'm going to film because I think it's going to be really cool. But I'm drinking this right here. Is our raspberry pomegranate lemonade. And man, I'm really stoked about it. So good. And this one's actually one of my friend's wife's favorites. Is that you'll slam that and then you'll be in deep trouble. So let's get started on what we're doing here at the Underground Meadery today. I'm going to be adding 1.5 pounds of orange blossom honey to this. Now remember, once it starts to pour, lift so you don't get the air bubbles coming out of the top. All right, because we don't want the honey running down the jug side. We want it in the jug and not on it. I'm using the coffee pot method. I've put in 4 cups of water in a coffee pot, and it gets it warm enough to where we can dissolve the honey. All right, so when the honey gets done pouring out of here, what I like to show you is that you lift, rotate, and pour. No mess, man. I love that part. I think that's the best way to do it. All right, man. Recycle, reuse. With the plastic jugs, I like to get a little squeeze because as we get this and mix up, it makes steam. It puffs out the jars again. All right. Man, there's some pollen and stuff in here. That's pretty cool. This is some good honey. It's got you see some of the propolis and pollen on it. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So we've put in 1.5 pounds of orange blossom honey. And now I'm going to put in 2 pounds of clover saffron from our hives. Ooh, that must be important. Must be waiting for me to get to the movie, huh? All right, so put this in there. All right. Ooh, we're almost got her there. And this one should be a little bit sweeter. And I'm hoping this balance out for every pound of honey in, you get about 5% alcohol. So we're getting about 15 to 17% here. And I'm using a yeast that eats all the sugar. It'll go all the way up to 22%. So I can get a lot of honey in here and it'll eat it all and it won't be too sweet. It'll come out pretty dry. I got this flowing like this. Give it a little turn and lift. No muss, no fuss. I like that the best. Pour some of our hot water in. Recycle, reuse, man. Now, if you know the drinking game, we've been shaking and doing all kinds of stuff. You should have been drinking. This brewing mead, you drink about 1 8-ounce glass when you do it. If you've seen our videos on how we do it, you'll know why. But I'm getting ready to go to the movie, so I don't want to pass out in the movie theater. All right, so there's that. Save it. I like to save the jars and stuff because I can refill them with my own honey, and then I know the amounts that I'm using when I pour. So now we've got 3.5 pounds of honey in here. All right, so that's going to make a good mead. I'm going to dump the rest of this hot water in. Righto, righto. And now we're going to shake and mix up the honey. Nice. Nice mix. That's my water right here. Super easy. Hydrometer. Look at that bounce up there. Now I said this should be about 15%. Let's see what it's reading at here. 1.10 or no 1.115. So it's reading about 15% potential alcohol, and you know, I'm sure some of the honey is sitting out at the bottom, so I'm sure it's going to be a little bit more than that after we get the yeast in here and it really starts going. I usually like my stuff to sit 24 hours and then I just dump the yeast in, but it's reading 72 degrees. We can dump the yeast in. Do a dry drop. And this is a blended honey now, right? So we use the clover saffron with the orange blossom honey, so this should be pretty sweet tasting. Just like that. Man, little jostle. Get that yeast kind of stirred up in there. Snap my balloon on her. Doesn't get any easier than that, friends. Super easy to do, super easy to make. This is a blended honey. Something I want you to think about and trying. And now that you're working with us and learning with us, we want you to go ahead and try to blend out some of the different honeys that you get. That way you can try the different stuff, because eventually you're going to get something that you really like and you really enjoy, and that's all you're going to make. I've got, I think, 20 meads out of the 300 and some that recipes I got that I think are like phenomenal. And some of them are blending honeys, and some of them are brocheting honeys, and some are adding grains and braggots to them. So I mean, there's such a variety going on here. But I just wanted to kind of show you real quick how to do a blended honey before I headed out to the movie theater and have a glass. So I'm Michael Jordan with AB Friendly Company in Cheyenne, Wyoming. You're down at our underground meadery. Like, subscribe, share, get people interested in what we're doing. Check out our other videos. Hire us, man. We do great wedding parties. We do great events. We just did a Viking death metal party. We gave out 15 gallons of mead. It was fantastic. It was a great time. I think that's one reason why I like doing as much as I do, is the parties and stuff that I get invited to, because I bring the mead are super awesome. So try it, like it, man. Enjoy. Hope you can catch us again on another round.